Holy moly. Oh my god. There's so many enemies. Ah. Guys, welcome back to another video. So, a little bit different video than I usually do. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of video editing and stuff. I just want to give you guys a preview of what's going to be coming up in the near future. So, Lemur and I kind of accidentally discovered the most profitable idol set that you'll like ever see. Now, where do I begin? So, yes. Originally, we wanted to make an idol set to farm as many breach rings per map as possible to get grasping males. So, to get a grasping male, for those of you who don't know, I'll just do a quick example. You want a vendor, a full inventory of breach rings. Now, there's modifiers that you cannot craft on grasping males. The only way to get them is to do this vendor recipe and identify it and hope that you get the modifier you want. And so some of these are going to be very valuable, especially if you're able to fracture them with a fracturing orb. So let me go ahead and just do that. We'll ID it, see what I got. Okay, so this one got the 50% increased global defenses, which is not bad. It's not the most valuable, but it's definitely a good one. Okay, so that's basically what we were trying to do, is get as many breach rings as possible per map. And so he looked through all his idols, I looked through all my idols, and we put him together a set of, basically, I'll show you what I've gone ahead and recreated because we pulled that together for him. Now he's got all those, and then after we discovered what we discovered, I went ahead and I made my own set as well. Now each one of these idols, I think one of them I paid like 50 chaos for. Other than that, I got all of these for around 20 or 30 chaos orbs a piece. Now, normally when you're, trying to make an idol set, you're going to end up spending divine orbs. I didn't spend any divines for this. It was all just 20, 30 chaos here and there. The most I spent was 50 for one of them. And so what I'm getting at here is we want breaches in your maps spawn 380% increased magic monsters. I could have 20% more, but I'm actually using Endless Tide on one of my minor idols. So this is all from these minor idols. As you can see, breaches in your map spawn 20% increased magic monsters. So I could have 20% more, which would be 400, but I'm actually using Endless Tides so that Beyond Portals cannot spawn unique bosses. And because I do have 100% chance to attract Beyond Demons, just for more enemies to kill. The problem is that as soon as you spawn in a unique boss for the Beyond, it stops summoning any other Beyond demons, which I don't like. But you get 40% less merging radius, right? That's the downside. However, as you'll see when we get to the map, it doesn't matter at all. The amount of enemies we kill in this map is insane. I mean, it's kind of absurd. Like, might be the most I've seen outside of like five-way Legion rotations, which I'll talk more about that in a minute as well. So then I also have 100% chance to contain a Mirror of Delirium, just for even more enemies to kill. And also I noticed that even with no other juice, right? There's no other delirium boosts to anything. It's just literally the chance for the mirror at the start of the map. I get 300 simulacrum splinters every map, which simulacrums are, pretty cheap this league compared to other leagues, but I mean, it's a nice little touch. So other than that, we also have somewhere in here, 40, I think 48. Yeah, because I have on all my 3x1s, so I have 4 of the 3x1 idols, and on all of those, I have 12% increased monster density for the breaches. So we've got 380 increased magic monsters, 48 monster density, and then I'm using one Scarab of Monstrous Lineage for 40% increased magic pack size. So all of those multipliers mean that every breach has an insane amount of enemies on top of summoning all the Beyond, and we get the Delirious monsters as well. And so then for my other four, I'm using the Breach Scarabs, so that's two additional breaches, and then Breach on the map device for another three. Also, within my relic set here somewhere, I've got 100% chance to contain a breach, as well as, here it is, yep, your maps have 100% chance to contain a breach. And then your maps which contain breaches contain an additional breach, so we get two from the idle set. Yeah. And then I've got a bunch of other stuff that doesn't really matter. That's the main things about it. I'll cover this in more detail later after I min-max it some more, but for now, with my initial testing, this seems to be pretty good. Now, a couple other things that we need to talk about. I know this is a lot of build up to get to the punchline here, so I'm sorry for making you wait so long. Oh, I'm not using my mage blood for this. I'm actually using a replica headhunter. So I've put my somewhere in here, put all my flasks, my mage blood, inspired learning, all that away, crafted myself some new flasks, and I'm using a replica headhunter because we're killing so many magic enemies that we get pretty much every possible magic enemy buff with 100% uptime. Pretty good. I did try out regular headhunter, but for this specifically, this actually feels better. So I only got this. I only spent one divine. I mean, this is super cheap. All the idols were super cheap. So how is this so profitable, right? Because obviously we're not just making money from the breach rings. So we wanted to get as many breach rings as possible. So we made the idol set, and you do get a lot of breach rings. You get like 20 to maybe 25 like on average. So if you run 3 maps, you get a grasping mail. Not bad. First map that we ran together, we said, holy shit, dude, the amount of EXP is insane. It's ridiculous. So Lemur, of course, immediately was like, dude, I'm going to put a service on TFT Discord selling leveling carry services, right? We made over 100 divine today just leveling people up with this setup. So there was a guy, he wanted level 68 to level 85, and he was willing to pay 20 divine orbs. It took 3 maps. It took 3 maps. We ran 3 maps, and this man went from level 68, and he died too. He died a couple times, and it didn't even matter. He went from 68 to 85 in 3 maps. Boom, plus 20 divine. We had another guy who wanted level 85 to 90. And then I think that took like 3 maps. And he ended up spending 10 divine, paying 10 divine for that. And then I don't know, I got kind of lost in the sauce along the way because we did a lot of them. But within about like a 4 hour period, we made over 100 divines just leveling people up. And it's funny because we were just doing this just to get breach rings. And then, yeah, that's what it turned into. So I went ahead and I made my own idol set. Because, like I said, originally I just looked through all the idols I have because I have tabs and tabs and tabs of idols. So does Lemur, of course. I mean, everyone does at this point. And we just, put all the best ones together. I gave it to Lemur. And then we were running on his map device. At the time, I was level 90. I'm level 100 now because hitting level 100 with this setup is just brain dead easy. But I was level 99 at the time, and I was like, dude, I'm getting 4% per map, which, if you know about the 5-way Legion like rotations, right, in the domain of timeless conflict, they take 5 minutes per run, and you have like a dedicated team. You have a resetter, an Orabot, you have your carry, and then you have just your EXP leechers, and you're going to spend like 4 to 5 divine per run and get about 4% EXP at level 99. I used to host five-way services, so I'm quite familiar. The fact that just running a map gets you 4% and it's faster too. Oh my God, this is insane. Now, I am aware of the Abyss EXP strat. I'm going to claim that this is better because I have not fully min-maxed this strategy and it's already just as good as a fully min-maxed Abyss EXP strategy. And again, this all just started because we wanted to farm breach rings. And it just so happens that the EXP is nuts. I'm sorry for keeping you guys waiting so long. I'm actually going to run the map. I'll put like chapters in the time bar and description and all that. I don't typically do this kind of a video where I'm just like ranting, but the occasion calls for it. Oh, I almost forgot as well. So I have a level 1 Enlighten with no quality, right? Because when you put quality on an Enlighten, it gains double EXP. So this one's actually already at 107 million from one map. That is insane. But so I went ahead and I bought one more with level 1 0 quality so we can track how much EXP we get on this gem in one map. I'm estimating it gets about 50 million. We'll see. So I'm going to do Breach. I've just got an 8 mod Jungle Valley here. If all goes well, I should get a full stack of Simulacrum Splinters or Simulacrum. I never knew how to say that word. It's one of those two. And yeah, I'm just going to do some Exarch because why not? Let's just run the map. I've said all there is to say. Oh, I better weapon swap to my two-hander. Yeah, it's decent. It's decent, you know. It could be way better, but it gets the job done. I like it. I guess I could upgrade the enchantment. Anyway, let's run the map. I need some power runes. They're expensive, though. Well, I've got plenty of divines at this point, so it doesn't really matter. I should probably just do that. Anyway, yeah, so here pretty quickly you'll see my headhunter buffs max out around 12 or 13, and then they'll stay there for like the whole map. But yeah, this is just kind of insane how many enemies we get, especially once we have like some overlapping breaches. Go ahead and activate this one here too as well. I would say Lemur's build is probably a bit better for this than mine, just because he's playing Kinetic Blast, so his wave clears better for sure. Hit this one down here as well. Oh wow, fracturing shard from a random Harbinger. Love it. I was, if you're interested, I have a video on Harbingers. Did I make one or two videos about that? Whatever the case, I did make some content about Harbingers because I have a really nice Harbinger setup. It's like, it's not the best at any one thing, but the currency per hour is good, the EXP per hour is good, the gold is pretty good. Like, it's just really solid, you know? It's not like the super best at any one thing, but it's solid at a lot of different things. And it's pretty chill. I liked it. I ran it till I was, you know, fully bored. Min-maxed it as much as you can. And then, another one up here. What did I just do in my last video? I literally just made a video about something. Oh, jeez, I don't know. It's doing really good, though. I noticed, like, I posted it less than 24 hours ago. And it's, like, really taken off. So apparently you guys liked it. But anyway, focusing back on what we're doing. Killing all these breach enemies. Yeah, the EXP is pretty nuts. I'm surprised I actually get more gold on the Harbinger setup than I do on this Breach setup. Which, I would think I would get more gold out of this because I'm killing so many more enemies, but Apparently, man, those Harbingers are really good. But yeah, so we're going to clear this map out and see how much EXP I got on that Enlighten. And like I said, my build's not necessarily the best for this strategy, but it does get the job done. I think the replica headhunter helps quite a lot. I did try, like, the regular headhunter, but I don't know. There's just so many magic enemies. I think it really, really is worth the replica on this. Start activating breaches left and right here. Holy moly. Oh my god. There's so many enemies. Ah. I gotta put like an epilepsy warning on this video or something. Holy crap. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't think you're playing Path of Exile if you have, you know, those kind of problems. Lord knows this game would cause it. Oh, I don't really need to kill the map boss, do I? Whatever, I'll just kill the map boss. Mm-hmm. There we go. Alright. Should get 300 splinters here. There we are. Okay, now let's see just how much EXP that gem got. 49. Oh, it just had to do it to me. I said 50, so of course it had to shortchange me by like a little bit. That's alright. Every map's gonna be a little different, you know, here and there. Depends on the modifiers. Like it, oh man, if you had a increased magic pack size, like on the actual map itself, that'd be even better, right? But yeah, I mean, as you can see, the initial reason we made it was to get breach rings, and you definitely get a lot of breach rings. I'm gonna push that damn gem to 50 million one way or another. No, but in all honesty, you know, at that point, if we were doing a level service, we would have just left the map and got to the next map. So. I don't think really anything else dropped. Just get my breach rings and some gold. Get out of here. I feel so slow without my mage blood. When I'm not, you know, ramped up from the headhunter. Ooh, gem cutters. Ooh, conqueror idol. Alright. Final number was, aha, yes, I did get 50 million. See, I told you. But I mean, like I said, you know, every map's going to be a little different. Whatever the case, I'll have more content coming soon on this after I min-max it some more, because I threw this together in a hurry, as did Lemur. You know, like we just literally just grabbed what we already had. Oh yeah, fracturing shard. What we already had in our stashes and just threw it together, and it turned out insane. So I'm sure at this point he's probably done some min-maxing on his end as well. I'll have to, next time I have a chance, I'll talk to him in Discord and we'll figure it out. But yeah, so I guess that's all I have to say for today. Anyway, if you're still watching, you know, hey, thanks, and stay tuned and stay sane. I'll see you again soon. All right, you guys. Peace.